Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Edgeley Park and Stockport County here in League 1. Since you have been away, last time out, if you remember, it was that single game episode where we beat Manchester City's under-23s 1-0 in the Papa John's Trophy. We then beat Northampton 5-3, Rotherham 4-0. We then lost to Leeds under-23s on penalties. We drew 1-0 with Bolton, avenging our defeat earlier on in this. Well, say avenging our defeat, doing one better than our defeat, not two better. Beat Burton 3-1, drew with Blackpool 1-0, and drew with Walsall 2-2. That means the league table looks like this after 35 games played, 74 points. 5 points clear of Southend in second place, 6 points clear of Colchester in third. It's a 2014 league, so it's a 46 game season. There is 11 games left to play, 33 points up for grabs. So it is still anyone's game going into these final 11 matches or so. Today, in this episode, we will be playing Southend and Forest Green Rovers in a double header. After that, we will probably come back for what will hopefully be the promotion push, probably around the end of March, start of April sort of time. Not a lot has happened. We went through the transfer window. I can't remember what had happened last time. However, the only bit of news, that was a while ago, Lewis Martin. Yeah, so there's no news really. Any transfers, we've kept it very, very steady. In terms of what the squad is doing, top goal scorer George Alexander is absolutely firing them in at this level. 35 in 37 appearances, 35 starts, 5 assists, averaging a 7.5. But look at that, the man who I wrote off at the start of the season, the man who in the National League averaged a 7.62, 17 goals and 12 assists, then got 9 and 9 and a 7.17 last season. And he has come to the fore this season. 13 goals, 9 assists, most man of the matches of his career. 7.67. He tops the average rating chart, 7.62. He has the most assists in the team. No, actually he doesn't. Brandon Cover has the most. He has the second most assists. He has the second most goals. He's just an absolute star, Charlie McCann. And at 27 years of age, never played for the Irish first team, which is a bit of a surprise. And again, I suppose he's always been a bit too low. Came in before I was here. In the season they got relegated to the National League, and obviously in the 3 seasons under me he's played, what is this now, 106 games, scoring 39 goals, getting 30 assists. Absolutely sensational from Charlie McCann. And George Alexander, another one who I didn't think would maybe make the grade after only scoring 17 goals in League 2, 27 in the league from 29 games. Again, an absolute star. And this is what you get when you keep a group of players together. Team cohesion very good, club atmosphere very good, managerial support excellent. Only 2 players at the club that are unhappy, Dwayne Bather and Graham Donnelly. Both want to play more, but at the moment, I mean, what can you do? If you look at the hierarchy, Charlie McCann is now a team leader with Xavier Benjamin and Brandon Cover. We've replaced some of those team leaders that we lost early on in Ben Barkley especially. And then you got the likes of Lewis Webb down there. Some decent personalities as well. Fairly determined, fairly professional, balanced. Nice personalities there at the top. So things are going really, really well. We play Southend first game. I didn't realise actually when I picked this, Southend are second in the table. This is a good chance for us to move 8 points clear of them. And hopefully we can do that. And we're going to get into the team news for today's game. Team news is as follows. It's Webb in goal, Serino, Benjamin, Ewan and Pemberthy. Reed sat in front of them. It's McCann and Shaw in the centre of midfield. It's Cover on the left, Morris on the right. Alexander plays up front. Let's get into it. Opening game of the episode. First versus second. The last time we did this, we lost to Bolton in a game where we were absolutely dominated. I think we're a lot better side than that now. So let's do it. Stockport versus Southend from Edgeley Park. Let's go. Assal now, back to Davenport, looks like ball towards Hugo at the far post, hits the woodwork and Ewan knocked him back to Webb. Very, very risky stuff. That was Southend's first chance of the game. Didn't hit the target, we haven't hit the target either, but a really good chance for Joe Hugo there at the far stick. Couldn't get the attempt on target, the header on target, as McGinty now takes this goal kick, header, and Serino can nod it down to Cover. Infield to McCann, McCann into Reed, back to McCann again, Cover, Serino. Benjamin now. Square to Ewan. Pemberthy. Shaw. Morris. Can he beat his man on the outside? He can't. Goes back in field to Shaw. Pemberthy goes back to Reed. And all the way back to the centre-back Ewan, who can come forward. He's got a bit of time and space to run into. Back to Shaw. Benjamin. Sereno. Well worked out to the near side. Cover. McCann. Alexander. Lovely little passing. Reed flicks it out to the right-hand side of Morris. Inside the box. Crosses it in. Shaw gets up over the bar. Free kick here. McCann will take it. Centre of goal. Just over about 19 yards out. Hits it, scores! Charlie McCann with his 15th goal of the season. He won't surpass George Alexander this season in terms of goals. He will probably finish as second goal scorer. What a free kick that is. Picks his spot, fires it into the top corner. Keeper gets nowhere near it. And as it says at the bottom there, absolute genius from Charlie McCann. And Southend will look to respond straight away as Wilson into Asal, who's behind the fullback, hits the shot, fires it in. Ayub Asal gets the equaliser within about 30 seconds of going behind. Stockport 1, Southend 1. What can you say? Wilson was given far too much space to run with the ball there. And then as the defender went to him, Asal got away inside right channel, and he just fires the ball across Webb, who's pretty poor actually there. Probably should be doing better getting down to his right hand side. It is 1-1, and there is 5 minutes to half time, and Pemberthy now will take the throw in, launches it in, headed away. Shaw can knock it back to Pemberthy, and he receives it back. Pemberthy once again back to goal into Ewan. McCann, and it's a nice little 1-2 of Reed. Alexander back to Shaw, lovely ball through, cover, and the keeper had completely misjudged it, and the flag's gone up so late. How offside was he? I mean, he's gone too early. It's a great ball from Shaw, but if you watch here, the flag's down. Doesn't actually even go up on the replay, and that is unfortunate. It is still 1-1 between the top two teams in the league. We would love a victory here to pull away from Southend and really have 1 foot in the championship. That ball goes through to cover. Can he square it back across? Pulls it back. McCann's shot is blocked, and Asal can stop it from going out for a corner kick, and he smashes it away, and Hugo collects it, holds the ball up, goes back to Asal, and now back to Wilson, the two men that combined for the goal. Conor McKay with the ball over the top. Sereno hits it down. Shaw goes into Morris now. Brown dispossesses him, but Morris wins it back. McCann into cover again. Into Alexander. Is he onside? Fires it in. Flag has gone up very late again. So close to being 2-1. That's two separate occasions there. Lovely play though. Cover, and McCann again just too early. His cover plays that first time ball into him. McCann beats the goalkeeper. Fantastic strike, but it is still 1-1, and it's half time here, and it was pretty even for the most part. We've pulled away in the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Neither team has a brilliant XG, 0.94 for us, 0.51 for them, but it is 1-1 as we move into the second half. Corner kick now. Hottie will take it towards Benjamin. Xavier Benjamin gets the goal. Heads in at the near post. Just glances it past the goalkeeper. That one's going to count. It's 2-1. And Florent Hottie off the bench. Ball in. Straight onto the end of Benjamin, who gets above his man. And he just guides it inside the far post. 2-1. 15 minutes to play. And we are into the final few minutes. 5 minutes of stoppage time. League table looks so good. 7 points clear. Colchester are going to move out of the top two, and there's an injury to Reed, and we're just going to leave it. He's the holding midfield player. We're just going to leave it in the hope that we can just run out time here, and we're at 2 minutes over, and we have run out 2-1 victors in a game where 2 goals disallowed, both before half time. Brandon Cover and George Alexander. But Xavier Benjamin scoring that all-important goal 16 minutes from time from a Florent Hottie corner, makes it 2-1, gives us a 7-point lead at the top of the table. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. I believe, unless something changed towards the end of that game, Sheffield Wednesday moved into second place. Yes, they did. They go to 70 points. Colchester stay on 69. We are 7 points clear of second place. 8 points clear of third place Colchester. Look at that though, those 4 teams there, all on 69 points. There is realistically 5 teams fighting for that second spot. I know that is a bit big-headed saying that, you know, we're out of sight, but we are really. And if you look, Forest Green the next game, they are 23rd in the league. So there's a chance to build on it. Back-to-back victories in the episode, move to 80 points, and we are very, very close to promotion, to the championship. And this has been a meteoric rise in this save. Stockport County took over them in the National League. They had a massive wage budget for the National League. And as it stands right now, after this is the 3rd season in charge, we have a big toe in the championship. Now, one thing I've been doing whilst I have been at Stockport is I've been trying to keep the finances in a stable position. As you can see, we're spending quite a bit on wages this year. That, we didn't keep it as low as we wanted. But with £216,000 in debt, not the end of the world. I think we started the season with about £750,000. We improved some of our facilities, which mean that I think that cost us nearly £400,000. So we lost some money there. We'll obviously lose money throughout the season. But I'm not overly worried by that, because if you look at our sale of assets, we've got Josh Pemberthy, who's a 23-year-old defender who came in on a free from Watford. He is valued somewhere between £950,000 and £1.8 million. You got Stephen Dunwoody, I apologise, £650,000 to £1.3 million, a guy that came through our youth system. Bradley Reed is worth between £500,000 and, let's just say, £1 million for argument's sake. Again, we spent £145,000 on him. Arlie Ewan is valued between £350,000 and £600,000. There's players here that have got very, very nice value. I thought Richie Reed actually got such a wide range, £40,000 to £850,000. We've got players that, if we needed to, we can sell for money. So I'm not concerned in the slightest by the way the finances look. If we didn't have any saleable assets, maybe that would be more of an issue. But I feel like there's a sale here that could potentially, set us up for 2 or 3 seasons. If you look at our wage budget, it's £65,000. I mean, a sale of £1.5 million probably sets us up for, what do we reckon, but maybe close to a year. So not too disheartened by the way things are going in terms of finances. Everything's good. I don't think we have any debt. We've got £334,000 of transfer debt and £550,000 of net debt. Not the end of the world in the slightest, especially when, our sponsorships around the 200,000 mark. So it's weird that our main kit gets less than our away kit, but whatever, we'll sort that as it comes to it. Next up, we take on Forest Green Rovers, who this season, they've had a bit of a better run. They went 4 games with 4 defeats in a row there at the start of January. Beat Blackpool, lost to Salford, won 2 on the spin against Wickham and Oxford, and lost last time out against Charlton. So it's a winnable game, and we're going to get into the team news now. I don't know if there's going to be many changes, but we're going to look at that right now. Forest Green Rovers in the league, another home game. It is Webb in goal, Sereno, Benjamin, Dunwoody and Pemberthy. Ewan in front of those, McCann and Shaw. Cover on the left, Morris on the right, Alexander up front. Look at all them lines. Ewan and Shaw linking up well. Shaw and McCann linking up well too. Sereno and cover. Pemberthy and Morris. Benjamin and Dunwoody. Looks absolutely wonderful. Let's get into it. First against 23rd. Surely this is the more winnable game of the two. We know that can come back to bite us in the arse. But as I said after the last game, we have a big toe in the championship. After this, a victory, we could have 2 toes in the championship, metaphorically speaking, of course, but we will be so close if we can get another victory today. And we are underway here from the kickoff. Ball goes long, Dunwoody can take it down, and if that's what they're going to do all day, our defence will mop up nicely as Alexander gives it back to McCann, trying to turn this way and that way, can't find space, has to go back. Now Dunwoody can come over halfway, Pemberthy into Ewan, quickly into Shaw, ball through to Morris, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and that is a poor miss there from Morris. Really should do better. I think the flag went up actually. I wasn't paying attention to the linesman down here at the bottom, but I think the flag did go up against Shaden Morris, and it was a poor miss regardless, but you want him to be doing better there as McCann out swinging corner. Benjamin, or I don't know if Benjamin or Dunwoody got up there. One of them did, but it was a poor header from whichever one of them got their head on it. And looks like Sheffield Wednesday have gone 1-0 up. A Waters penalty brings them within 5 points. So as Ewan now back to Dunwoody. Dunwoody bringing for a lot of space to run into. Gives it to Shaw though. Morris tries to beat his man on the outside. Down to Alexander, who's drifted into the channel. Alexander now onto his left foot. Back into Morris. Looks into Shaw. Is he onside? He is. The flag doesn't go up. Plays it back to Ewan. Into McCann. Ball outside of him, Sereno. What can he do now? Tries to go past his man. Gets to the ball and pulls it back in. Shaw gets up. And just, it's a poor header there from Liam Shaw. Should do better. As McCann now puts the ball in. Headed away. And it's going to be picked up by Sereno. Just really well there. McCann beats his man on the outside. Touches it away from him. Gets towards the ball and pulls back to his left foot. Shaw Goes in field to McCann. Lovely little 1-2 into Ewan. Hits a shot. What a goal from Harley Ewan. A centre-back come defensive midfielder has just fired that one in from 25 yards. Half an hour gone. Stockport take the lead. McCann working really well with Shaw. The central midfielder is working really well on that right-hand side. And McCann just laid it back into you and took a touch. And what a strike that is. Absolutely phenomenal from the defensive player. And Harley Ewan makes it Stockport 1, Forest Green 0. 31 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes to go now till half-time. Can we get another as McCann puts the ball in, headed away. McCann is going to pick it up. Infield to Benjamin now. Dunwoody. Chips over the top. Cover gets there first. What a save by Solberg. Point blank range. Just got a hand up to it. Tips it over the bar. And McCann can whip another corner in. That one's headed away and out for a throw in on the far side. 6 minutes to go until half time. I'd like a second before we go in, but I'm not going to be too greedy. Once again, the centre backs have a very wide gap between them. They're drifting out towards that fullback position, which is a little bit bizarre. It must be when they pick the ball up and run with it. They're running wide with it. McCann, oh, that's a brilliant ball. Morris, that time he finds a net. That time he was onside. And crucially, Shaden Morris makes it 2-0. And what a goal that is. Very direct from us for a passing side. But McCann, that is just a wonderful ball. And Morris composes himself, puts it inside the near post after his chance earlier where I believe he was offside and he put it wide of the post. That was a much better finish, and it's 2-0 at half time. Burton have equalised against Sheffield Wednesday, so Colchester moved back into second spot. It's 8 points behind us. We'll be 9 points clear of third. I don't know how Colchester have gone. No, wait. Yeah, Colchester are 2-0 up against Bolton, which is a very, very good result. I mean, if Bolton get something back at them, that puts Bolton right back in the automatic promotion mix. As it stands, they will be 3 points behind as Webb now. We've ticked away now to the 77th minute, 78th minute coming up. That ball over the top. Can Morris get there? Thought there was a little bit of confusion there. Ball fired up. Benjamin can give it to Sereno. Cover. Infield to McCann. Back to Sereno. He's through. Squares it to Alexander, who just fires the ball in. Absolutely phenomenal strike. And Lenny Ray Sereno deserves all the plaudits in the world. He has a knock. That is going to be the end of his game. We're going to bring on Richie Reid at left back, even though he isn't a left back. That is absolutely fine. We're also going to take Liam Shaw off for Florent Hottie. But that was brilliant. Cover picks it up. Sereno into McCann. Sereno's made the run. It's a great ball inside left channel, and just a first time square ball. And Alexander just decides he's going to go for power rather than placement and just blasts it past the goalkeeper. It is 3-0. We're into the final 10 minutes. This should be another victory, and this should take us 8 points clear of Colchester in second place, 9 points clear of Sheffield Wednesday, who are in third place now, as it looks like they're going to drop points. Randall can bring the ball forward on the left hand side. Looks like crossing. Reid flicks it away. Gordon though has the ball, puts it in Mwamba, and it's blocked. And that was a very, very good block there. Got in the way of the shot. And that ball's played up. Cover headed back towards Alexander, who wins it. McCann back into Alexander now. Into Hottie. Counter attack is on. Alexander thought he was going to get there. And it's back to the goalkeeper. And Solberg can fire it away. But Benjamin wins it. Reid into cover again. Through to Florent Hottie. And Florent Hottie off the bench scores with 2 minutes to play. It's a lovely finish. It's 4-0. I'm not necessarily sure that Forest Green Rovers deserve to have been beaten 4-0 in this game, but they have been, as we're going to bring Callum Kavanagh on for the last couple of minutes just because left winger Brandon Cover wasn't having a good game. Benjamin wins a header. Reid into cover, and that ball through to Hottie is a lovely ball, and Hottie just takes it first time, and I don't think the keeper's ready for it. Finds the back of the net. It wasn't even in the corner. It's 4-0. I suppose actually looking at that, we have deserved to be at least 3-0 up, and it is a 4-0 victory. Easy does it. Alexander 7.3, McCann 8.3. Like I said, he's going to finish player of the season. Another man of the match performance from him. He has been, considering how good he was in the National League, and he was good in League 2, but he did struggle compared to what he did in the National League. I didn't think he was going to be the player for us this year, but he has proven throughout the season. After me doubting him at the start of the season, he has proven that he is the man for the job, and Colchester did win in the finish. And Sheffield Wednesday dropped down to 4th. Southend beat Birmingham, so they go back up to 3rd. So those 2nd to 6th places are all very tight. Millwall lost today. They could have gained some ground on Bolton and Charlton. They weren't to do that. Realistically, Millwall are the only team outside of the top 6 that can catch any of them. I don't expect Swindon or Plymouth to be able to do that. So we are in a very, very good position now. We're going to go and have a look at the schedule, see when we're going to come back in the next episode. We have 9 games left, 27 points left to play for. We could make 107 points if we win all of our games. Look at that, we got into top spot and we've never let it slip away from early on in the season. So next time out, we are probably I think Sheffield Wednesday is going to be too late. I think we're going to come back around the Wycombe and Plymouth game. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to see where we are come those games. If we're in position to make promotion secure or to make the league title secure, we will come back. As it stands, we're 3 wins for them and 3 defeats for us away from being caught. So we could maybe have it won by the Plymouth or MK Dons game. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll decide that off camera when we're definitely going to come back. But we will come back around sometime in April, and hopefully it will be to secure promotion. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.